Welcome back to PJP Lifestyle, guys. I hope you are having a great day. If you're new here, make sure you do click that subscribe button down below right now to be notified when new videos go live. Now, today is something that I regretted doing on my Jeep because it was such a pain and such a hassle, and that was the LED headlight upgrade, because in this car, as well as the other one, it came with the halogen bulb. As you guys know, halogen bulbs suck, especially if you're going to tint your windshield. So once this one's getting tinted, we need some LED headlights. So thankfully for me, we have a long-time sponsor here on the channel, LASFIT, and they've been sending these things out for the Jeep, and they're really good quality products. And I definitely do actually recommend them. I wouldn't recommend them or say that if I wasn't actually, interested in the product and I didn't think it was actually a good product. They served me really well on the Jeep. The install did suck on the Jeep, but that's just mainly because of how the install was on the Jeep, but it should be a lot simpler on this one. Yeah, so we got to move the car, so I might as well just get a little cold start here from the back and just, you guys can hear it. It's definitely gonna be a cold start. It's gonna be nice and there we go. So let's go ahead and just move it quick, and then we'll get to work on this. Like I said, it should only take a few minutes, but it could take longer. Who knows? Like I said, this should be a simpler process than it was on the Jeep, because on the Jeep it was, it was not a fun process. So we got to just pop the hood here. Everything's already nice and cool. Perfect. But yeah, basically what we're gonna need to do is get down in here, and as you guys can see, you can actually get down in here with your hands, because on the Jeep you had to go through the wheel well. If you guys have ever done that on the Jeep, or having to go through the wheel well like that, you get this little hole and you have to go like 90 degrees. It sucks. But yeah, the only thing we're gonna have to remove, I think, is the airbox here, which should be fairly simple to remove. I think it's like an 8mm, and then some little bolts here which are just flatheads to remove it. So we'll go ahead and do that and show you guys the process of switching out these halogen bulbs for the LEDs, which, like I said, should be fairly simple. But yeah, we gotta go down here, switch this out, and then switch that side out. I'll show you guys the whole process, and yeah, let me just show you a quick before. Actually, let me turn the headlights on so you guys can see the halogen bulbs are awful and extremely ugly. Also, you can see we're coming up on 8,000 miles already, which means I put probably close to 500 on it in the past I don't know, like less than a week. All right, let's see if these are on. Yep, so you can see here, this is what the halogen bulbs are looking like. They're looking like trash. It's so weird that they put these on this at all. I think it should just come LED, because you have your like daytime running light, which comes around the ring here, which is LED. Your little light here, which is your high beam, I believe, which is also LED, I believe. And then down here, your fog lights, which come LEDs. It doesn't really make sense for them to be putting on halogen bulbs there with all the other ones being LED. I think the only thing I'm gonna need is a flathead and a little 8mm with an extension. But let's go ahead and check out what they sent me, so you guys up on the tripod and get this going. So they did send me this like weird gel stuff, which you guys can maybe see here. It's like that gel cleaning stuff that you guys be seeing. They threw this in, and it's just kind of like jelly. It's kind of like when it's like jello kind of, you know what I mean? You gotta, and then yeah, that's for like cleaning dust and stuff. I haven't tested it, but maybe it'll work good. I don't know. Dust cleaning gel, apparently they have that. Didn't even know. But we're gonna go ahead and just chop this open here with our knife. Hopefully we don't cut ourselves tragically on video. YouTuber cuts himself and bleeds out in front of his Dodge Charger in a YouTube video and still manages to get the video up. That's crazy. Can't miss a day. So yeah, they'd have to start in my honor. Other people would have to upload content on my channel. So again, I said it in my Jeep review as well with their products. They are good products. They're more expensive and more pricey than like the Amazon cheap kind of ones that you're gonna get. But it's your headlights. I mean, you're gonna be driving at night with these, and you're gonna be depending on them to be able to see. So you want something that's gonna be higher quality, I guess. It's not like it's some kind of like hoopty part that doesn't really matter, like tint or something on your side markers or something like that. You want this to actually be a good product, because you don't want your light bulbs to go out when you're driving in your headlights. So that's, yeah. Also, a quick reminder, the lifestyle merch is of course live, the 10K merch, as well as all the other new designs. I'm loving it. It's actually all really good quality, and I definitely recommend it. So when we open it, you get a little product manual with the little Allen key to adjust the light. I usually don't follow instructions, but I might do that to adjust the lights this time, because last time everyone was yelling at me and saying that it was bad placement or something. And then also they got like 3 little decals in here, different colors if you want to put those on your car. Me personally, not really my style, but they are here. And then the actual light unit itself, which as you can see is just going to be an LED bulb on the end here, which these are good quality. Like I said, they actually feel like they're made of decent material and not just going to fall apart like some of the other ones that I've installed, like on my Jeep. And then you got your little connector with your little box here, which surprisingly, right, you'd expect this to be a little plastic piece. You'd expect this wire to be like fairly cheap feeling, as you're just buying an LED headlight, right? All the Amazon ones are exactly like that. They're gonna be just cheap plastic and stuff like that. Where these ones, this is all metal construction, which actually kind of surprises me and impresses me a little bit. Plug connector here at the end is actually like fairly thick and good quality. That's what I'd say is like their product quality is really, really good. So I'm happy to have them as a sponsor on the channel because, you know, doing things like this, like I needed new headlights and they came through right away to hook it up. We'll also have some other videos with them coming in the future for the car. But like I said, this is a headlight, you want it to be good. So check out the top link in the description and at least check them out and see if you want to get them. If you don't, then you don't. But if you do, then definitely recommend them. And that's not coming from just like a sponsored standpoint. That's just going to come from a point of they're actually good quality. And I had a really good experience with them previously in my Jeep for like a year. So let's just go ahead and jump in and start removing things and see if we can get these put in fairly quick. All right, so I'm going to start on this side where I can just kind of reach in and I don't need to fight with anything, I hope. The little cap is actually right here on the left. So it's not like the easiest positioning. I thought it was over here more, but it's over here in the corner. Even still, we're just turning this little cap to take it off. And just like that, the little cap came out. Fairly simple to get out. And then the light bulb should be right in there, which should then just twist and disconnect. Alright, so my wire was a little bit twisted up in there. As you guys can see, we got the halogen bulb out here. Make sure you don't touch the actual bulb itself. Just has a little clip here on the top, which should just pop out just like that. And now that's one out of the way. Now let me go in here and show you guys. You see the plug is just kind of hanging out here and it's just right down here. So here's our little plug. Easy enough and super easy to pop out. So that side's all set with that. Let's just go ahead and give the light a little test by plugging it in and see how bright it is without putting it into the actual housing yet. I'm just gonna grab one of my bulbs and just set it here real quick so it's out of the way, and then we're just gonna plug it in just like that. Take this little cap off and then let's see if it turns on, just to double check that we have it connected the right way and everything. Okay, so as you can see here, it actually kind of works perfectly for a demonstration that it didn't turn on. So all you have to do is just go ahead and unplug it the same way that we unplugged the other one. Flip it around 180 degrees and plug it in, and then you'll see there that it turns on. You can hear the fan probably kick on. It makes a little bit of noise there, but you could probably hear that. But yep, there's the LED bulb, and then it's basically just to reinsert it, twist it, and then you have to stuff all this kind of box stuff down inside. So we're just gonna stuff everything down in there. There's a fairly big crease that you can push everything into. And I'm just gonna start by putting it all in there and then put the light in, just to make it a little bit easier on myself than having to stuff it in with the light already in. All right, so I'm pretty sure it's all locked in nicely. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and switch it to accessory again and get a little look at the halogen versus the LED. Make sure it looks good and everything. All right, so there's our halogen bulb you can see here versus our new LED bulb, which is kind of hard to see during the day. I'll give you guys a nice light view eventually after this video, or like at the end of this video. I'll show you guys what it looks like after. But now is the fun part of actually having to remove the little air box to install this one. But super simple on this side, just gotta put the cover back on and it's good to go. So now to do this part, we just have to remove the tightness of this clamp. You don't even need to remove it or anything, just loosen it up a lot so that you'll be able to take this off. And then there's gonna be these other little flatheads just around. Just go ahead and unscrew those. You can also just use the 8mm for these if it's the same. All right, once those 3 screws or bolts are removed, you can just pop this hose off. You should be able to just do it or use a flathead. Kind of break the seal and it should come off. All right, so then you get the top of the airbox off. You can just set that down and then your filter will come out, which hopefully yours looks clean and doesn't look dirty. Again, you can set that on the airbox. Now you just have this little 10mm bolt or 8mm bolt right here that you need to remove. So once you remove that, the airbox will actually just come right out. There's no kind of weird clips or anything like that that hold it in. And then again, you can just set that to the side. Now you should have access to that same little door that was on the other side. And there goes the little cap. Again, it's the same process as the other side, except now you're doing it on this side. This headlight was actually kind of loose, which is not very good and not probably the best thing. But again, look how easy this swap is in this one. Look, halogen bulb's already out. It's just like, it's almost like when I did the LED fog lights on my other one. It was just super simple and just such an easy process. Maybe you guys will be able to see from there a little bit better what I'm doing, but I'm just tucking this down into the hole basically, and then the little box in there as well, which it's kind of a tight fit, but you should be able to squeeze it if you can get it through this, like the beginning part. And then we're just gonna find our hole, which is probably the most difficult part, is trying to find where it needs to go. It's kind of in there a little bit weird. You just use your finger there to guide it in, you know, that's how it goes. And then once it's in, you just push it in and then twist it to lock it in. You want to make sure that it's nice and locked in and tight and secure. So if my headlight goes out or pops out or something like that, I'll be sure to let you guys know in a future video, but I don't think that's going to happen. I think it'll be fine. And again, that wouldn't be the bulb's issue. That's just my housing itself being a pain. And then again, you just lock this in nice and tight, just like that. Now we're all set. We just got to put the airbox back in, and that's the install. And we have LED headlights instead of halogen, which is fantastic. And huge shout out to LASFIT for sending me these once again. I don't know how well this will translate on camera, but to me this looks a little bit incorrect and wrong. You can see down here that there's like a lip around the edge. That's like a metal lip of the actual like frame and the actual car itself. And where this box is supposed to line up is on that, but it has like this foam at the bottom. But I'm fully screwed in here, and I've pushed this thing around and tried to maneuver it and line it up better, but you can see that it's like still moving around, and there's a pretty good gap there. I mean, there is that little foam, but it's like not even compressed or anything. So maybe once I put this on, it'll kind of compress it down more, but like it still feels like it's off and like not correct to me. I feel like it's not good for airflow. So yeah, I guess I just gotta button it up. I guess there's nothing really else I can do. I've tried everything, but it's like because over here and stuff. So yeah, if you guys are wondering that same thing, hopefully you don't have the same issue and yours just goes right back on lined up. But I'm gonna have to just send it and say that it's fine, but I don't know. 4 to 6 days later. All right guys, so that's pretty much the basic, most easiest install you could ever do on some headlights. So again, shout out to LASFIT for sending me these. Check them out, top link in the description. I definitely do recommend them. So let's go ahead and cut to a night shot, show you guys what they look like at night, how good the output is, and how much better they look. Get a nice nighttime view. You guys can see that the beam pattern is pretty much perfect on these, so you do have to use the Allen key and twist them to get them to where you need to be. Basically, you just need to line up where they need to go, and then you can do this and make them nice, good beam pattern. I didn't do that on my Jeep, and I found out now that it's really important, especially on this one with the lower front end. But you guys can see this is what we're looking like at night. It's looking really good. Full LEDs throughout, and it's pretty bright. I'll show you guys just driving in this empty, dark parking lot here. What it actually looks like, but it looks really good now, and it's super nice at night compared to how it was. And once the windshield's tinted, these are going to be more than bright enough to be able to see at night, which is going to be fantastic. So I want to show you guys from the inside here. This is what the beam pattern's looking like. I turned all the dash lights down so they're not super bright, and you can kind of just focus on just these lights. You guys can see it throws a really good distance for being so low. And then once I actually turn into this parking lot over here where there's not as much light going on, you'll be able to see that it pretty much covers the entire parking lot really well. So as long as you make sure that your beam pattern is really good, then you're all set and you're good to go. And these LED lights are going to work really well for you. Like I said, especially if you have that tinted windshield, you're going to want to make sure that you do this. Alright, I hope you did enjoy that video. I'm a little bit sweaty, but if you did, make sure you smash that like button down below to help the YouTube algorithm, help this video out to more people, and of course help the channel grow. If you're not already subscribed, click that subscribe button down below right now to be notified when new videos go live. New videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 3 p.m. here on the channel. And of course the Scat and the Charger here is just, you know, getting tons and tons of mods every single day. Make sure you look out for those. Of course, check out Shop Lifestyle, get yourself some lifestyle merch. But thanks for watching, guys. Peace!